Good morning, my dear students. This is Sarul Murugan. Welcome to my digital class. Chapter name Database Concepts, Lecture Video, Part 14. In today's lecture video, we are going to discuss cardinality and ordinality, generalization and specialization, relational keys. So these are the topics we are going to discuss in today's lecture video. We will see one by one. First, cardinality. Cardinality specifies how many instances of an entity relate to one instance of another entity. So what does mean by cardinality? It specifies that how many instances of an entity relate to one instance of another entity. Here, cardinality specifies the occurrence of relationship. So it specifies the occurrence of relationship. Next, in other words, the cardinality specifies the maximum number of relationships. So it specifies the maximum number of relationships. So in general, what is cardinality in the sense? It specifies how many instances of an entity can relate to one instance of another entity. Next, ordinality. Ordinality also, it is closely linked to cardinality, but it describes relationship either mandatory or optional. In other words, we can say ordinality specifies that absolute minimum number of relationships. We will see one small example so that you can easily understand. Here we can see student is an entity and the course is another entity. If I say first cardinality, it specifies how many instances of an entity relate to each other entity. You can see student is an entity. If I say that number, for example, if I say 10, 10 is a maximum number. So maximum 10 students can select a course. So what I did here I give the maximum limitation. Here I give the maximum limitations of relationship. So that is called cardinality. So in cardinality, too simple, it specifies that how many instances of an entity that can relate to one instance of another entity. So here I specify that maximum number is 10. So maximum 10 students can select a course. Understand? This is cardinality. And what is ordinality? Here I can give either it is mandatory or optional. So which means the minimum number, of relationship. So here I am going to tell, for example, if I tell that 0, this is minimum number. So which means this is optional. A student can select a course or the student may select or may not select the course. If I tell 1 is it is a minimum. For example, one student can select a course. So too simple, cardinality means maximum number of relationship in the entity, and ordinality means minimum number of relationship. Too simple. Understand? Next, generalization and specialization. See, generalization is bottom-up approach. It is bottom-up approach in which two lower level entities combine to form higher level of entity. Here you can see it is a saving account and this is current account. So these two accounts, these two are lower level entity. I am going to combine and I am going to make one higher level entity which is called account. So this is called generalization. So what is generalization? It is a bottom-up approach. What is generalization? It is bottom-up approach. What we are doing in which two low-level entities combine to form higher level entity. Here in generalization, the higher level entity can also combine with other lower level entity to become further higher level entity. In this example we are not going to do the second one. First, generalization means it is a bottom up approach. Second one, the two lower level entity will combine to form a higher level entity, that is called generalization. Next, what is specialization? It is opposite to generalization, which means what? This is generalization bottom up approach, and specialization, it is quite opposite, top down approach. In the generalization, what we are doing? We are combining two lower level entity to form higher level entity. Here vice versa, we are going to divide, which means one higher level entity can be broke down into two lower level entity. You can see a student can divide it into two entity, which is X student, which means old students and current students. So too simple. What is generalization means? There are 2 points you have to write, main important point. Generalization means bottom up approach, two lower level entity combined to form higher level entity. Specialization means, again, two more important points here. It is top down approach. The higher level entity can be broke down into two lower level entity. Understand? Next, relational keys. See here, the word key is used to context of relational database system. The key is set of one or more columns who combine values are unique among all occurrence in the given table. So in general, what is key? Key is used in context of relational database design. In general, what is relational keys means? It's set of one or more columns whose combined values are unique among all the occurrence in the given table. There are 6 relational keys are available in database: candidate key, primary key, alternate or secondary key, super key, foreign key, composite key. So these are all the 6 relational keys are available in database. We will see one by one. First, candidate key. Listen, a candidate key is a key, any set of one or more column whose combined value are unique among all occurrence. So candidate key may be one or more column whose combined values are unique among all the occurrence. Next, primary key. See, it is a candidate key. Primary key is a candidate key that is most appropriate to become a main key of the table. So what is primary key? A primary key is a candidate key that is most appropriate to become the main key of the table. Next, alternate key or secondary key. See, the alternate key or secondary key are a simple those candidate keys are which are not currently selected as a primary key, or we can simply say that candidate key minus primary key. So alternate keys are function of all the candidate key minus primary key, then we will get alternate key. Next, super key. A super key is basically all set of columns for which no two rows share common values. So here there are a number of combinations of column will be there. So that is super key. It is all set of columns, but here which is no two rows share a common value for those set. A super key is a superset of candidate keys. From super key set only the candidate key is derived. Next, foreign key. The foreign key is used to cross-reference the table. So we can able to cross-reference the two table, or we can tell that the primary key of one table will become or act as a foreign key of another table. So what is the main purpose here? To cross-reference the table. Next, composite key. Here the key that consists of two or more attributes. Here there is no here we cannot take any one column. The column must be two or more. Clear? That is, then only it is considered as a composite key. The keys that consist two or more attributes that uniquely identify an entity occurrence is called composite key. See, these all keys are used to identify the unique value. Understand? So consider there is a table, the table having column A, column B, column C, and column D, and column E. So totally 5 column A, B, C, D, E. Understand? So here we will see the relation means R means table. We know that the relation is mean that table having A, B, C, D, E, which means 5 columns. 5 columns. Here A question mark. What is A question mark means? A is a uniquely determines that. So A is a primary key. So if we take A as a primary key, or the A is considered as a key, unique key. If I take that A is a relational key, see all other attributes B, C, D, E we can able to determine if I take A as a primary key. And another one B, C. If I take that B and C, all other attributes like A, D, E we can able to determine. So listen, there are two sets, set A and B, C. Understand? So here A is a primary key. A is a primary key. Why? Because A is a candidate key and it is the appropriate main key. How it is appropriate main key? See, if I take A, I can able to determine all other columns B, C, D, E. Understand? Next, candidate A and B, C. These two sets are called candidate key. Next, secondary key. We already know that. What is secondary key? Candidate key minus primary key. You can see what is candidate key. A, comma, BC is a candidate key minus A. Then we will get the BC. So BC is a secondary key. And super key. All the combination we can get super key. A, BC, A, B, C, A, D. These are all super key. Listen, my dear students. From the super key, candidate key is derived. Understand? So here I am going to take A and BC. From super key, I can derive candidate key. From the candidate key, I can take the most appropriate key considered as a primary key. If I minus candidate key minus primary key, then I will get the secondary key. Understand? Here note that ABC and AD is not considered as a candidate key because the both are not minimal super key. Understand? So these are all the examples. Dear students, relational key is too simple. In a given table, we have to take the unique value from the table. For that, we have to use the keys. So there are 6 key: candidate key, primary key, alternate key, super key, foreign key, composite key. Next, you check this video one more time. Again, one more time you watch this video. Still, if you have any doubt, you just call me or message me. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. We will see another topic with some other subject. Thank you.